I noticed that last year I got a lot of you guys giving me messages and asking me for dating advice. And honestly, I really don't know what to say that wouldn't sound very cringe or something that you guys haven't heard about it already. But I guess I could tell you to hold your chin up because things are going to change. I think a lot of men, especially teenagers, are a little bit demoralized on the fact that they go on Tinder and no girl wants to talk to them. But meanwhile, if you have a sister or you know another girl and she goes on Tinder, all the men line up. So it seems like girls are having it a lot easier than the guys. But that's not true. And I'm going to make a video to remoralize you, to tell you that things are going to change. You see, there is truth in the matter that if you're a guy, especially when you're a teenager and you don't have your own house and you don't have your own car, it's very difficult to find a date. And it's very easy for women to find a significant other and to form a relationship. But things definitely change once you manage to have a job and once you get your stuff together. And the roles reverse. You're going to see women, like this dating guru here, who is complaining that men won't date women over 35 because when men are older, when men get into their 30s or even their 40s, they can date women that are in their 20s. So all the girls that are not talking to you right now is because, well, you're competing with other guys that have a lot more to offer. So just wait, I suppose. And in the meantime, do something constructive. Become good at something. Play some tennis and be the best at tennis. Go to the gym and work it out. Try to learn a trade like carpentry or something like that. Again, everything I say can be incredibly cringe. And you probably heard it before, but it is a reality. Now, let's look at this article because I find it very interesting. And you can see that women are having these issues as well, granted at different stages in life. And apparently this girl wants to meet a nice guy because right now she can't find anyone due to the fact that the guys she goes out with either go days without texting her back. In other words, they're dating other women besides her. And most importantly, she wants a guy who are great at sharing their feelings. Lady, I'm sorry to say, but you really don't know what you're asking for. You do not want a guy to share you his feelings. Do you want to know how it's like to hear a guy sharing his feelings? All right, I'll do it. Just this once, okay? Oh my god, YouTube is starting to ban channels again and it's banning channels left and right. What if they ban my channel next? How am I going to be able to pay for the mortgage? Woman, if I don't pay for the mortgage, they are going to kick us out of the house. The bank will kick us out of the house. We will lose everything. We're going to be homeless again. Woman, what do we do? What do we do? Oh my god, that's a really nice track for the girl over there. I feel like I should go talk to her. So you see, you don't really like when men share their feelings. Get the fuck out. No one wants to hear men sharing their feelings. But anyway, going to the matter at hand on why men won't date women over 35. So this lady is a little bit confused on the fact that she had the conversation with the guy and he was trying to introduce him to a girl and he says, she's kind of old for me. And the background is that the girl was 37 and the guy was 45. And when she responded with, excuse me, what? He replied, like I said, she's too old. I want kids one day. Don't you think like this is a valid concern though? I mean, it really depends what people look for in a relationship. I mean, we are in a society where kink shaming is not okay. But why is it okay to shame someone who wants a relationship? You know, there's women who want a relationship as well, by the way, in order to procreate. I mean, there are men who I know who found this a deal breaker because she wanted kids and they didn't want to. So just because you don't go out with women and you probably don't know they exist, trust me, they do. So she goes on and she says that she texted back furiously, like this absolutely angered her. And she said that she had frozen her eggs years ago, so the joke is on him. And two, she's not actually seeing someone else. She just thinks you're a flog. Is this a word? I never heard about it. Okay. And apparently she has been brutal. It's like, no, you've not been brutal. It's actually okay to be upfront. Like, I really hate the people that waste your time. If you're not interested in a relationship, just say so. Like, don't just try to sugarcoat it. Men prefer women that are direct. In fact, a lot of men don't like it when women, ghost them or try to pretend like they may be interested. No, just tell him no. Not even if you were the last man on earth. This is what men want to hear. But anyway, right. So my favorite part is where she comes up with the word ageist. That's not all blokes, and do you really care what those ageists think? So I guess ageist is a word which tries to shame people who are discriminating based on age. Okay, first of all, women are discriminating based on age as well. I mean, as I mentioned before, 18 is legal, right? And I think in most countries, I don't think there's any country on earth where the number 1 and 8 put together as an age is considered illegal. So why aren't you, woman over 35, dating a guy that's 20 or 18? Oh, because it's not attractive, right? How can you have a relationship with someone so immature? How can you have a relationship with someone that doesn't have his own home, etc., etc., right? So you wouldn't have a relationship with an 18 World of Warcraft player, World of Warcraft champion. It would probably turn you off, right? So does that make you an ageist? What if I don't want to date grandma? Not my grandma, someone else's grandma. I mean, I heard some of the grandmas, they have bracelets, and it can come up with a interesting feature, like a new DLC. Life gives you a new DLC. Look, not interested, all right? Even if it might sound tempting for some, for me, it's not. Am I ageist? I really hate this word ageist. The more you think about it, the more problematic it becomes. Because it implies discrimination. So I'm sorry to say, but I have mentioned this many times before. Bouncing on my pogo is a privilege, not a right. You don't have a right to do it. So you can't be discriminated if someone takes away a privilege that you have. It's not like... unless, I guess there might be an exception to this. If I was to shoot a movie and you would be an actress, and I would discriminate you based on your race or something like that. Maybe then, I don't even know. Like, even that would be problematic. Because there are exceptions to discriminations, by the way. Like, for example, a bouncer that refuses someone to get into a bar because of their gender, right? Because it's a women-only club or something like that. Like, that's not discrimination. But anyway, you can see how problematic it becomes. Like, it's actually a deep philosophical discussion. It's not so easy like on the surface. You blend the word ageist. And at the end of the day, yes, everyone is ageist. Like when it comes to our personal preferences, I have learned from people far wiser than myself that no means no. So if I get to say no, you don't get to push and prod and try to figure out loopholes. And no. No means no. Control yourself, madame. Madame, control yourself. But anyway, the reason I made this video, again, is because I noticed a lot of young men who are messaging me, at least I hope they're young men, are very demoralized when it comes to life in general. They think that they don't have a chance and that society is zeroing in on them and they're having problems. And I get that, because I was there. But there are other people who also have problems. It's just that they're having different problems than you. And you're not the only one. And my advice is to hang in there, and eventually you will get your turn. There will be a time in life when You're going to get your stuff together, you're going to mature, you're going to blossom like a cool little flower, and then you're going to be able to have something to offer so that you're more sought after. Let me know what you guys think. I hope it wasn't very cringe. Again, I don't like doing these things. I'm not a dating guru. I don't give dating advice. But since people keep asking, I guess that I could actually make a video. If you like this video, do share it around, by the way. I mean, don't let me stop you. If it's not for you, share it to someone that you think it's for. And I'll see you guys in the comment section. Take care.